Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming Thaler Holocaust Remembrance event, which is held annually in Cedar Rapids. Jim Bernstein from the committee joins me. Jim, thanks for being here.
Hi, Dennis. Thank you for having us.
And also our special guests who will be coming into the community, Holocaust survivor Michael Bornstein and his daughter Deb Holenstadt. Michael and Deb, thank you for being here as well.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah.
Jim, before we find out about the little thumbnail of the story from Michael, give us a quick rundown of what the events are going to be surrounding Holocaust Remembrance in Cedar Rapids.
We're glad to. So Michael and Debbie will be making 3 public appearances next week, starting Sunday night. The first one is 7 p.m. at Sinclair Auditorium at Coe College. That's Sunday night. The next one is Monday night, the 28th, 6:30 p.m. at the Hall Perrine Room in the Thomas Commons at Cornell College in Mount Mercy. So that's 6:30 Monday night. And then on Tuesday, the 29th, Michael and Debbie will be making a presentation at Kirkwood, right there at Kirkwood Community College at, let me make sure I've got the name of the room. It's Cedar Hall 234, and that one is in the morning at 11:15 a.m. At Kirkwood. And if anyone has any questions or has any concerns, they can just get in touch with me. And I can give you my phone number. It's 319-573-2221. There should be ample room for anyone who wants to attend.
Michael, first off, we're so happy that you and Deb are able to join us, come in person to Cedar Rapids. This will be the first time since, Jim, 2019 that we've had an in-person event for Holocaust Remembrance.
That's right. In 2020, we had to cancel everything. And last year we did everything via Zoom virtually. That's right.
So, Michael, obviously you have an entire speech and presentation to give, but just for kind of give us a little bit of a sketch. You obviously were very young when you were at Auschwitz. So, tell me if you can just, a few memories of what you recall of those days.
Yes, I was 4 years old when I got out of Auschwitz, Dennis. And so memories are a little bit fuzzy. My mother gave me information, but basically I seem to remember the smell, the foul smell of burning flesh. I seem to remember Nazis shouting in German. And I seem to remember digging through moldy or through garbage cans, looking for moldy potato skins to survive.
Michael, you did not talk about this experience for years and years and years. And Debbie, you kind of helped your dad kind of bring out, the story and the memories. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I remember asking my dad questions and he would always change the subject, turn it into a joke or something. I mean, just move on and talk about something more light. And as we got older, my siblings and I kind of wanted to really understand what happened to him. My grandma Sophie would tell us things, not in my dad's presence, my dad's mother. And then when we tried to approach him with it, he just really didn't want to talk about the Holocaust. He kept his sleeve rolled down to try to avoid showing that tattoo. And then when he had his first grandchild, he now has 12, but my nephew Jake started asking a lot of questions when he was 13, and my dad doesn't ever say no to his grandchildren. So their papa started.
And we have 12 of them.
Yeah, 12 grand. He's only a little proud. So I kind of pressed. I had always wanted to tell my dad's story in book, and I pressed, and there were a lot of different reasons why he was ready, but one of the big ones is that he found his image, the famous image of him being liberated at Auschwitz, on a Holocaust denier's website. And they captioned the image, "Oh, this video shows the lies that Jews have been telling, that children were killed on arrival at Auschwitz." It was really upsetting. It really served as fuel for my father to really start speaking out.
When did you decide that this story needed to be told as a book?
Well, I decided a long time ago. My dad finally came along with the idea in, I believe it was 2014, end of 2013, beginning of 2014. We started researching, and we had been researching for a while, but I started, it was I believe my 2015 New Year's resolution to sit down and write this. And by November of 2015, we were shocked to find the manuscript at the center of a bidding war between three of the biggest publishers in the country. We thought we were publishing it, self-publishing it for the grandkids. And it was really like pretty remarkable that there was so much interest and validation from my dad, really, that there was so much interest. It ended up on the New York Times bestseller list the week it was released. And my dad has just been receiving really positive feedback for his decision to speak out. So that's been wonderful to see, especially in Iowa, which is probably the most gracious community, the most gracious audiences we've ever met.
Yes, I want to show you a cup that I got when we were at the University of Iowa. It says Iowa alum, and I keep a kiddish cup if we have time later in there, and a watch that my mother gave me.
My dad is an Iowa alum, a proud Iowa Hawkeye.
Mentioned that Debbie was a TV reporter, a producer, and cameraman in Iowa. Debbie, is that right?
At KWWL, I got my start actually at KTVO in Ottumwa, Iowa, and then I moved on to KWWL. So it's coming home for me too. And I'm very excited. I know I'll be visiting KWWL and talking to Ron Steele somewhere along the way. So looking forward to that.
The book is called Survivors Club, and there will be multiple events March 27th through the 29th in Cedar Rapids and also in Mount Vernon at Cornell and at Kirkwood to hear Michael and Debbie tell their story and also get your own copy of the book. Jim, people can come to the Holocaust Remembrance website for more information. What is that address?
That website address is holocausteducate.org.
You can go there for more information. And I want to thank you for joining me remotely today, and looking forward to seeing you, Michael and Debbie, when you're in the Cedar Rapids area.
Yeah, I just also want to mention.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, glad that you're both going to be back in some familiar territory for these things coming up the 27th through the 29th. Thank you all for joining me today.
Right,
thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.